My name is Michael Rounds, President of Williamson College of the Trades. I want to talk to you today about a new program that we're bringing on board here at Williamson. For the first time in recent history, we will be accepting governmental grants on behalf of our students to assist in paying their tuition here at Williamson. Why are we doing this? Our current source of funding comes from our endowment, and that endowment provides only about 70% of what we need to fund the school. We need to raise nearly $2 million a year to supplement the income from our endowment to allow us to completely fund the students' education here at Williamson. How will this impact our students? Outside of some administrative changes, nothing here will change at Williamson. As in the past, our commitment is to fully fund the students' education, but these grants will allow us to provide additional funding for their tuition. Why are we doing this now? We received federal grant approval much sooner than we thought initially. Accepting these grants will be a new path for Williamson, but we are committed to assisting the students and families as they work through this process. I'm now going to turn it over to our Vice President of Enrollments, Mr. Jay Marilot, who will give you some further details about this process. Again, thank you for your support.
Well, thank you to President Rounds for reminding students that there is no impact on their education at Williamson by taking governmental grants. I just want to explain a few things. The first is really not going to impact our current students, but moving forward, when students apply to Williamson, completing these applications for governmental grants will not be a requirement for admission. However, when a student does become accepted and enrolled into Williamson, that's when Mrs. Skipworth, who you'll hear from in a moment, will help the students through the application process. So just some facts. The cost of attendance, or COA, of Williamson is calculated annually and published on our website and other various locations. And as I mentioned, while students will each receive a Williamson scholarship, the amount of each Williamson scholarship does vary. As you look at the following graph, the blue portion is the Williamson scholarship. It can range from as much as $32,000 to as little as $22,000, depending on whether or not the student receives governmental grants. And the governmental grants are the red and green pie pieces. I'll be supervising the grant application process, but the heavy lifting will be conducted by Mrs. Skipworth, as she will be your main point of contact through the application process. Mrs. Skipworth's office is on the second floor of Rowan Hall. As you exit the chapel, stay on that level, make a right, head down that hallway. Hers is the third office on the left. I want to personally thank the students for their anticipated cooperation, as this is going to make Williamson even better. And up next to explain some of the details of how the financial aid process will work is our financial aid director, Mrs. Skipworth.
Hi, my name is Gretchen Skipworth, and I am the financial aid director here at Williamson College of the Trades. I want to take a few minutes to introduce the financial aid process and help make the smooth transition for students and their parents. The FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid. I know when people hear FAFSA, they think student loans, but I want to assure you that student loans will not be taken here at the Williamson College of the Trades. Students will only be pursuing grants from the FAFSA. In our case, the FAFSA is designed to assist financially qualified students with the Pell Grant for their college education. The size of the grant is based on many factors: family income, family assets, and the family size. The FIA application is the Pennsylvania grant. Only Williamson students who are Pennsylvania residents will apply for the FIA grant. I will discuss the details of this application at a later date. I will be hosting workshops with all the students in January and February of 2019 after Christmas break. Freshmen and juniors will complete a maximum of 3 applications. One is the FAFSA application for the 2018-19 academic year. The second one is the FAFSA application for the 19-20 academic year. And for juniors and freshmen, Pennsylvania residents, you will complete the 2019-20 via application. Prior to returning from winter break, you should do the following. Create your FSA ID and have your parents create their own FSA ID. To do this, the website is www.fsaid.ed.gov. Once on the site, enter your personal information, create your password, username, and challenge questions. It's best that you store your information in your cell phone notes. Both students and parents will have to confirm a few things in their email upon completion. It's important to remember that both students and parents have to create their own separate FSA IDs. The second thing you need to bring back with you when you return from Christmas break will be the parents' tax returns, and if you have any tax returns, you need to bring your tax returns. If you don't have a copy of your 1040, there are other ways that you can retrieve your documents from the IRS. You can visit the IRS website, which is www.irs.gov. You can enter your personal information and receive your tax transcripts. You can also print the 4506T form, which is on the Williamson website. One last note is you can complete your applications over the Christmas break. To do that, you can go to www.fafsa.ed.gov. Williamson school code is 041238. Remember, we will be holding workshops in January and February when the students return from Christmas break. One last reminder, students must return after the break with the following items: their FSA ID and password, their taxes, if they have any, and their parents' taxes. Seniors need to bring 2016 tax information. Juniors need to return with 2016 and 17 tax information. And finally, all students need to return with their social security numbers. If parents or students have any questions or concerns, they can contact me at gskipworth@williamson.edu or call me at 610-566-1776, extension 233. And just remember, I'm here to help you if you have any questions or concerns. I don't want this to be overwhelming for you. I want to make this process as easy as possible.